Hey there, Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I am drawing with
Aaron,
and we are in the Halloween mode, so we decided to do Frankenstein's monster. Dun, dun, dun! Very scary, I know. This is kind of a cute version of Frankenstein. So if you would like to draw Frankenstein with us, please come along and get your stuff ready because this is a fun one, folks. Did you have fun, Aaron?
I did.
He did. His is a very serious Frankenstein's. Mine's a little more lighthearted. Make your Frankenstein however you would like. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you are liking these videos, please like and subscribe. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers on our channel, Ehlke Art. So again, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again with lots of other fun tutorials as well. Thanks, guys. Now, Aaron and I are using markers to draw just so that you can better see what we are doing. But if you want to draw with pencil, that totally works as well. To start off with, I'm going to make a line towards the top of my paper. Then I'm going to kind of curve it down a little bit on either side for the top of the head. Next, I'm going to make another curve and bring it all the way across to the other side. So we have kind of a curved rectangle. None of the lines or corners are straight, but it still kind of works. I'm going to start towards the bottom of the side here, and I'm going to make a line that kind of comes up like I'm kind of making a triangle, but instead of going all the way to the top, I'm going to stop a little bit short. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So stopping a little bit before I get to the top, and now I'm going to add a zigzag line all the way across until I connect them. And it's okay if some of your zigzags are shorter or longer. They don't have to be exactly even. Just kind of make it work until both lines are connected. All right, next I'm going to go in just a little bit from where this rectangle stops, and I'm going to make a line that comes kind of like that on both sides. It goes out just a little bit, and then it's going to kind of curve down and around and then back up to make the rest of Frankenstein's face.
Kind of looks like a pot.
I know, it looks kind of funny right now, doesn't it? I could see that a little plant could go up there. I'm going to add some ears in this kind of pocket area. And you can decide how big you want the ears to be. I'm going kind of big. And I'm going to add a curved line on the top of the ears, like that. And then kind of a little C on the inside of the ears, like that. All right, next I'm going to make some eyes. And those are going to just be underneath that rectangle that we first did. I'm going to make them kind of like U shapes, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to add another circle inside of that one. It's kind of like a U shape, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to do another one, 1 and 2. And for the smallest one, I'm actually going to color it in everything except for a little highlight. So I made another circle that I'll leave white, and then everything else will be black. So if you wanted to add a little highlight inside of that smallest one, you can, and then we're going to fill everything else in black. All right, next I need to give Frankenstein a nose. So I'm going to start with 2 C's, a forward C and a backward C. And then I'm going to connect them with a U. It's one of my favorite ways to make noses, okay? I'm going to give him a mouth starting with the smile lines. He's going to be kind of a happy guy.
Make it smaller.
If you want to make him straight-faced or maybe angry or yelling, you can. I'm going to keep mine kind of happy. So I'm just going to add the smile. I'm also going to add a little lower part to his lip, and maybe I'll even give him a tooth popping up like that, coming out, okay? Now Frankenstein also needs some stitching on his face, so we'll put that up on his forehead. I'm going to add a line that goes across like this, and some stitches that go across the line. And then he also has some screws that are usually coming out of his neck. So I'm going to kind of give him a neck, and it's going to be pretty wide.
I have heard bones.
No, those are the screws. Yeah, holding his neck together with his head. And then you add just a little square on either side, 1, 2, and then a rectangle connected to the square. That makes it look like a screw. And then his clothes are usually kind of rough, torn, so I'm just gonna kind of put a rugged line here for the top of his shirt, and then kind of just bring it down like that. And that's gonna be the Frankenstein. So now I am going to, or the Frankenstein monster. Frankenstein was actually the name of the scientist who created the monster, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and color. And usually, of course, his skin color is green, and there's lots of different shades of green. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on adding some color to Frankenstein. As you can see, we are adding some color. I started out with a very light green, and then I used a darker shade of green to add a little bit of shading, just kind of around the outside edge by overlapping some of my light green. I can also do that kind of around the nose and the mouth, just to give it a little bit of depth and dimension. So sometimes I'll just kind of color right next to some of my lines with a darker green so that it makes it stand out. All right, I'm gonna steal your black, Aaron. We don't have much black here. It's pretty small, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that for Frankenstein's hair. And I will let you use it next. Why don't you maybe work on his shirt with like a brown or kind of a different kind of green maybe. Here, you wanna use this brown or this one?
This one.
All right,
Yay.
work on his shirt. And then we can switch and get that all colored in. Now up to you as to what color the eyes are gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna make him have some green eyes since his skin's green. Might as well just kind of go with the flow there. And then we also might add a little bit of red where his scar is too, to look like his head is kind of stitched together. So all kinds of fun things you can add to Frankenstein's monster. Felt like I needed an evil laugh there, Aaron.
Yours looks so cute. Mine doesn't.
Mine's cute. Yours is
Serious.
serious. He's hanging out. He's
Kinda
not
looks
so
like
sure
Shrek.
what he thinks about being a monster yet. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do the ears.
Don't forget to do the ears green. That is very important. Here's the
Okay.
black if you need it. Let's see, I'm gonna use kind of a reddish brown. And I'm going to
Wow.
maybe use that for his clothes. No, it's not that red. Just to kind of indicate that he's got some kind of torn up clothes going on down here. And then the screws here, we'll do probably silver or gray to make those look like they're made out of metal. All kind of filling in the basics of Frankenstein here. All right, glow's good. I still need to do eyeballs, so I'm gonna do those green.
Can I make them whatever color I want?
Sure, you're the artist. Ooh, purple, creepy. Yep, and then I'm gonna add some gray here for the little screws or the bolts that are holding his head and neck together. We'll add a little bit of that. And then I still need a little bit of red right by where the scar is. I'm just gonna color right next to my line with a little bit of red. All right, I'm thinking these are looking pretty good. Frankenstein's monster has come to life. All right, thanks so much for drawing with us today. We hope you enjoyed making Frankenstein's monster. Check out Ehlke Art for more fun tutorials. See you next time.